El siguiente es un podcast Radio UCM, Universidad Católica de Manizales, un proyecto de amor que apunta a la excelencia.
Innovar para educar y educar para innovar, porque la vida es bella. Un espacio de la Facultad de Ciencias Sociales, Humanidades y Teología de la Universidad Católica de Manizales.
Hello, welcome to our program La Vida es Bella on Radio UCM. Hello, Juan Guillermo.
Hello, Luisa. How are you?
Well, I'm really fine and, really grateful to have this huge opportunity to have here in our program one of the most important scholars in theology at the University of Oxford. We have today here with us, we have Ian T. Kerr. He is an English Roman Catholic priest, scholar, and author, and he is the world's leading authority on John Henry Newman. He has published the most important biography that we have on Newman, and he has published more than 20 books about him. Father Kerr teaches theology at Oxford University, where he is a senior research fellow at Blackfriars, and he's a member, of course, of the Faculty of Theology. He has taught both English literature and theology at this university and others in the UK and USA. And he also has published different books as The Catholic Revival in English Literature, Mere Catholicism, and also a biography on G.K. Chesterton. So, here we go with Father Ian T. Kerr. Thank you very much for having this interview with us. We are very pleased and honored to have this opportunity. Welcome to our program.
That's very kind of you.
Well, Dr. Kerr, you are the author of a very broad and complete biography of Newman. For our listeners who might never have heard about John Henry Newman, who was he and why is it important to know him today?
There's a number of reasons why it's important. He's the most important Catholic theologian in the 19th century, and he anticipates many of the teachings of the Second Vatican Council, so he's a very contemporary figure. But of course he's also famous for other reasons, as he's the author of the great, I suppose it is the great classic work on university education, the idea of university. He's also famous for us as one of our great prose writers. He's one of the great preachers in the English language. He's also a philosopher of religion. He's one of the leading, one of the most important philosophers of religion. I think that probably covers most things.
Well, is there any anecdote or particular fact in Newman's life that would be interesting to highlight?
I can't understand you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I can't understand.
Okay. Is there any anecdote or particular fact in Newman's life that would be interesting to highlight?
What kind of anecdote? What kind of... what something are you thinking of?
Something that, when you started to study Newman, just called your attention, and that you think it would be very interesting to know for our listeners.
Well, in theology, that's the thing that comes immediately to my mind, is which anticipated what Pope Benedict said in 2010 in a very important and famous speech he made to the Roman Curia at Christmas 2010. And what Newman said more than 100 years before. And he said the church has to change in order to remain the same. The paradox. The church has to change in order to remain the same. Pope Benedict, of course, is talking about the Second Vatican Council.
Okay, Dr. Kerr, you probably are the greatest expert in the life and thought of John Henry Newman. Tell us a bit about your...
Not probably.
well,
Not probably.
well, yes,
Can't you
actually,
bet?
you are. Yeah, that's true. you are. It was just, this things about language. But, okay, yeah, you are the greatest expert in the life and thought of John Henry Newman. And that's why we are so excited about this program that we're having today. Tell us a bit about your personal journey. How do you come to get interested in the figure of Cardinal Newman?
Well, I was teaching English literature at the University of York, and I was a 19th century Victorian specialist. That was supposed to be my field specialist. And so I had, although many people in English literature would probably have read Newman's theological autobiography, The Apologia Pro Vita Sua, and perhaps The Idea of University. I got interested in Newman through literature, really. I wasn't a priest then, and I really didn't know anything much about them, know much theology, if I did anything. So that was how I began being interested in Newman as a writer, first and foremost, one of the great Victorian prose writers.
Okay, that's interesting, this connection between literature and, well, the different topics that Newman approached to. Well, and I have to say it's my particular interest too, because I studied literature too. Well,
How did you good?
Sorry?
Yeah, I said good. Bueno, is that right? I was saying, I'm pleased that you studied literature.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Yes, it's a great journey. Well, Dr. Kerr, Newman wrote several essays, lectures, and speeches that were later gathered into a volume with the title The Idea of a University. You have referred to that in our conversation. Tell us about what this idea was, the idea of a university in Newman.
Well, you have to, as you said, the idea of university consists of a number of lectures and articles that he wrote as president of the Catholic University of Ireland. So it's a very, if I may put it like this, a very English work. It's not the sort of work a German would have written. It is not systematic. A German would have written a systematic treatise, whereas we English are more amateurish. I don't know what's the right word. So, Newman's idea really of his essential idea about education is that education is to teach the student how to think, to form the student's mind. That's the fundamental principal idea behind what he has to say in the idea of university about what he calls a liberal education. But he also had, of course, important things to say about the university itself. But Newman wanted in Dublin. Sorry, now this isn't really. Sorry, I'm getting off. You want to know about the book, don't you? So we won't talk about that.
Okay. A lot of years have passed, more than 150, since Newman formulated his this idea of a university. That, as you say, it's more of a journey, but having into account all the different aspects that might have been covered by Newman, is his idea still current? And what do you consider may be outdated, and what prevails from it?
Well, I think he, as I said, he thought that education, particularly university education, was the whole purpose of it was to teach students how to think, to use their minds, their whole minds. It was a holistic approach, to use their minds and their imaginations, and to be able to come to judgments. When Newman wrote, he was if you take it for granted, he was assuming the medieval liberal arts as the basis of the liberal education. The medieval liberal arts, of course, included mathematics, which we wouldn't normally think of as a liberal art. But he was very pragmatic and flexible. And actually, when he was in the Catholic University in Dublin, he certainly allowed for other subjects. So I don't think there's anything. I don't think it's outdated in that sense. I think that he was perfectly happy that any subject should be studied at the university, provided it was the kind of study and the kind of way it was taught that would encourage students to think, to use their minds.
Well, now that you talk about liberal education and this overriding importance that Newman gave to it, for our listeners, can you tell us a bit more about what is liberal education and the importance that it has?
Well, liberal education for him meant an education that teaches the student how to think, that encourages the student to use their mind. So, a university, if you went to university and simply spent your time learning by rote, taking down what the professor wrote, or said rather in the lectures, you wouldn't think that was a proper education, because you're not using your mind, you're just learning things. And that could be true both in the arts and the sciences. So he wouldn't think that it was a liberal education, for example, to learn a foreign language just by learn the grammar and the syntax and the vocabulary, because it would be learning by rote. Well, he thought that would be a very good thing to do at a lower, when I was younger, but not at university. That wouldn't be what he called a liberal education.
Okay. Cardinal Newman also bet on universal knowledge, and by the way, he also talked about circle knowledge. In a society, when in a society where knowledge has become so specialized and fragmentary, is it still possible to aim for a unity of knowledge? If so, how can we reach it?
Well, Newman didn't mean that. He thought that the university should be, in principle, open to teaching any subject of study, any branch of knowledge. But of course, he recognized that no university can teach everything. Not even Oxford can teach everything. I mean, that's simply humanly impossible. And he certainly didn't think the students should know about all the subjects, but he did think that students at university, it was a good idea to be at a university where a number of subjects were taught, so at least the student would be aware of them, would be aware that there are other aspects of reality that it's possible to study. So I don't think Newman wouldn't approve that people studying, say, at the London School of Economics or the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, because these are highly specialized institutions which don't teach a wide range of subjects.
Well, when there's this, you told me that, in a university, we can teach anything, and that maybe this knowledge is sometimes fragmentary. But when we try to look for this unity, humanities might have a relevant paper in achieving this unity. Is there a special function that maybe philosophy and theology could have in achieving it?
Well, yes, there was some. Newman realized that although, as you say, he speaks about a circle, not a hierarchy of knowledge, nevertheless, certain subjects are more important than others. So he certainly thought that a university, a Catholic university, obviously must teach theology. He thought theology was obviously the most important subject of all, although theology wasn't part of the medieval liberal arts. So in that sense, he thought perhaps that theology wasn't necessarily education the best subject, but certainly